This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.
Man wanted for shooting cop and 12-year-old boy held at airport. A Kingston man who was accused of shooting and injuring a policeman and a 12-year-old boy and later going on the run was apprehended and charged at the Sangsters International Airport after he attempted to leave the island. Reports from the police are that the man, identified as 31-year-old Dujon Peter, a higgler of Dreckett's Place, Kingston 14, was held on Thursday, February 18 and charged with shooting with intent, wounding with intent, and illegal possession of firearm. Reports are that on Monday, March 16, 2020, at about 12:55 a.m., a police team was on a mobile patrol in the Kingston 14 area when they saw Peter and two other men. Upon seeing the police, the men opened gunfire at the team. The police returned fire, however, the men escaped. A 12-year-old boy and a police constable were shot and injured during the incident. They were taken to the hospital where they were treated. Peter was subsequently arrested and charged. His court date is being finalized. St. Mary man fined $100,000 for breaching Disaster Risk Management Act. A St. Mary man was fined over 100,000 Jamaican dollars for breaches of the Disaster Risk Management Act following his appearance in the parish court on Tuesday, February 16. He has been identified as Maurice Lawrence of Gibbs Hill in St. Mary. Lawrence was charged on Wednesday, January 8, following his arrest at an illegal party held after the stipulated curfew hours on Saturday, January 2. Reports from the Castleton police are that about 7 p.m., a team of officers on patrol warned Lawrence after observing an illegal party being held with approximately 20 people in attendance. About 11:25 p.m., the officers returned to the location and saw over 100 patrons in attendance. The sound system equipment was seized and Lawrence was subsequently arrested and later fined 100,000 Jamaican dollars for breach of the Disaster Risk Management Act and $10,000 for breach of the Noise Abatement Act. Another double murder in Racetrack, Clarendon. Less than a month since a couple was shot and killed in the community of Racetrack, Clarendon, the community has been yet again rocked by a double murder. Friday evening, Vincent Simpson, also known as Bally, Bradford or Spranglers, and 44-year-old shop operator Josiah Linton, also called Wacky of Pennant Wood in the community, were shot and killed by unknown persons. The police say about 9 p.m. yesterday, residents heard explosions and called the police. When the police arrived, they saw both men with gunshot wounds. They were taken to the Maypen Hospital where they were pronounced dead. Counsel of the division, Joel Williams, called for residents to cooperate with the police by providing information in order to rid the community of the perpetrators. He speculated that a gang feud could be fueling the violence, noting that it has been alleged that a gang is operating in the area. Williams said he has been working with the police to restore peace to the community. He acknowledged that the victims of the last double murder in the community in January, 55-year-old Karine Walters, also known as Paula, and her fiancé, were his polling division captain and indoor agent for the area. Teenage heroine catches escapee. When 18-year-old Sharice Walker saw cops and residents chasing a man as she passed by in the Islington police station in St. Mary on Ash Wednesday, she didn't think twice before alighting from the moving vehicle and summoned her athletic prowess to nab the escapee. Kerry Johnson, who was driving the vehicle in which Sharice was traveling, told the news that as soon as they saw the noisy crowd, they knew something was amiss. Sharice was kinda excited and wanted for us to stop to see what was happening, Johnson recounted. While in the process of pulling over, they noticed a man trying valiantly to make good his escape at the intersection leading to Islington. Sharice recognized the fellow, having seen him enter the police station a few hours earlier. I first saw him at the station when he was probably being arrested earlier in the day, she said. The teen told the news that she then sprang into action, joking that her early morning jogs had finally paid off. So when I saw the crowd and the police giving chase, I instantly recognized him as the man I had seen about 3 p.m. in the day. I jumped out of the vehicle driven by Johnson. Before it stopped, I gave chase, she said. Johnson said that he too joined the chase after parking the vehicle. She managed to reach the escapee, and it was then that I also gave chase. Sharice and I ran after the man, and soon we managed to catch him and took hold of one of his arm. It was kinda strange, as Sharice was the one who really led the charge while I followed. I wasn't scared in any way because I realized that the man must have done something wrong, and that was the reason he was arrested in the first place, added Johnson. Sharice, who is being hailed as a heroine, said that although she didn't know the specific circumstance leading to the chase, she had no regrets doing her part. I'm still not too clear as to what took place. I only know that we both held onto him and handed him over to the police. If I had to do it all over again, I would do the same thing, she added. The police commended us on our act of bravery, and even the people and the community at large have lauded us. I guess we were just assisting the community and the police, she concluded. Contacted by the news, Bobette Morgan, who heads the St. Mary Police Division, said that while she was not privy to the details, any such actions on the part of individuals in assisting the police are commendable and greatly appreciated. Cops reviewing CCTV footage, hoping to crack Portmore double murder. The police are yet to make a breakthrough into Sunday night's murder of Calabar High jumps coach Nicholas Newville and the University of Technology Jamaica student Rahima Stewart, whose bodies were found in an open lot in Portmore on Monday morning. The bodies of 38-year-old Newville and 19-year-old Stewart were found about 5:30 a.m. by a passerby lying beside a parked Honda Civic motor car owned by Newville. Yesterday, head of the St. Catharines South Police Division, Senior Superintendent Clive Blair, told the news team that there was nothing yet when asked if any new information had been uncovered. Blair said that investigators were actively pursuing the matter and are examining every possible angle. The news has learned that closed-circuit television footage from nearby business establishments are also being reviewed. The police theorize that Newville and Stewart were shot dead on Sunday, Valentine's Day. Stewart, who was pursuing an undergraduate business degree, was last seen alive on Sunday. In a previous interview, her father, Stanford Edwards, said that the family was confused as to why someone would want to hurt the promising student and entrepreneur. Stewart was in charge of her father's business, Stanford and Earl's Juice Garden on Red Hills Road in St. Andrew, at the time of her death. In a statement, Calabar High remembered Newville, affectionately known as Soapman, for his contribution as a junior athlete and later as a coach. Investigations continue. Army denies charges of mistreating ex-private. The Jamaica Defense Force has denied allegations made by a then lactating woman private that she was subjected to inhumane treatment in a military jail before being discharged on medical grounds after bouts of depression. Shanique Gardner, however, has countercharged that she was dismissed without justification. In an interview aired on Nationwide News Network on Tuesday, Colonel Rohan Johnson, the JDF's legal officer, and Captain Colleen Wise said the Army's actions were consistent with its regulations. There is no perfect time to be imprisoned, said Wise in reference to Gardner's jail time while breastfeeding. Ms. Gardner's case is not much different from how our military justice system operates. The military justice system aligns with the civil jurisdiction in the detention of pregnant or lactating mothers, the officials said. However, Gardner, who was discharged from the Army last September, has complained about perceived infractions, including being locked up while she was breastfeeding her newborn and being sent to 2 psychiatric facilities because her mental health came under scrutiny. Gardner said her problems with the Army started when she was diagnosed for depression, for which she was hospitalized at the JDF's medical center. I told them the medication was making me sick, but they ignored me. It was when I started vomiting blood and became unconscious that they finally started listening to me, said Gardner. The former private said she was shocked she saw correspondence in a military-aligned WhatsApp group that she had tried to commit suicide. She insists that claim is false. I went to my commanding officer to get an explanation and to demand an apology, but after 4 weeks I realized that nothing was being done, she said. Gardner sought audience with Chief of Defense Staff Lieutenant General Rocky Meade, but was later accused by her supervisor of breaking the chain of command. She was tried, found guilty, and sentenced to 7 days in military jail. At the time, Gardner had just returned from maternity leave and was still breastfeeding her 3-month-old baby. The offense for which Miss Gardner was sent to the red fence did not relate to her breaching the chain of command. She was given extra duties for breaching the chain of command. That was like giving her extra shift, added Wise. Gardner claimed that medical personnel had recommended that her punishment be modified because of the possibility of safety issues as a lactating mother. The same place where I defecate and urinate was the same place where I had to expel milk, which was later taken to my baby, said Gardner. The cell was not properly sanitized and I had to use a bucket to defecate. There were a lot of flies. Gardner was released from the lockup but later sent for treatment at Ward 21 at the University Hospital of the West Indies and Bellevue Hospital.
Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.